Just a second.
All right, now I'm ready. That way we got it recorded.
Okay, so my first question is, last time you mentioned that we have all those cities at the bottom of our landing page or our EXP Kvcore page. We should take away those are not on our market, so we can lead the internet, direct the traffic to our site instead of losing the SEO power. So how do we do that?
From the main EXP site, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no way to do that, but what you can do on your own site is remove all of the areas that you don't work. That'll have kind of the reverse, the reverse option as far as SEO. So remove the area. Yeah, remove the areas from your website that you don't service. That way, because that's what I've done on my site to improve the SEO is, and let me log in. I can show you where to, I got to refresh my memory, but I'll show you where to find that. Let me just, give me just a second and I'll find that area where you can adjust those areas in there. Edit settings, I think. What was the next question that you had while I'm looking for this?
Just a second. Let me find my note.
Sure.
Next question is kind of maybe lengthy. So I am pretty excited because I got a lead from, I don't know where, but must be Kvcore or internet resource. So what is the marketing procedure you suggest after we got the listing to sell the home, to help the seller sell their home?
So as far as through Kvcore?
As far as everything.
Everything.
our online offer platform process, or
so you have the listing already? You have the listing already?
We are in the process of getting the listing. The final stage, seller is willing to sign. Just we need some minor adjustment for the listing agreement. But they are ready to sign. And awesome. The thing is, Robert is on vacation, so we kind of missed some timeline for expose enough for the listing. And I need to kind of maybe communicate with the seller. This is what we need to do. That's why we don't suggest to have the open house this weekend, because they haven't signed the listing yet. And the husband is already have a day off from the work. And if they sign the listing agreement last week, we should be able to do the open house this Saturday. And that's the initial agreement on the listing agreement. But it seems like we don't have enough time to market their listing even if they sign it today.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely want enough time. Now, are you using the online offer platform for this listing? You've already defined that?
I have Robert help me with this seller. So right now he's like in the middle. We are in the middle of the signing agreement, and the buyer, the seller still asking.
Yeah, I think for that, maybe we should one-off. Maybe we can one-off with Robert and discuss that, since that really not
Right.
having to do with Kvcore, but yeah, we can definitely do that and see
Okay.
what we need to do. So let me
Okay.
show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen. So here's those areas that I'm talking about. If you go back, so we'll go to the dashboard here. If you're on your dashboard, when you log in and you go to Website Manager, and so now you're on this page here. And if you see here over to the side, let's see if you can get there that way as well. No. So you go to Website Manager, and then right here where it says Website Content, Service Areas, and SEO, you'll click View and Edit. All of these will be, if you've never edited these in your site, all of the links for California under our umbrella will be the same as the California EXP site. And then you can just, if you want to get rid of it, you can just hit the X, or you could type in the areas and the zip codes that you want, cities. So you can see here, I have mine edited to 21 different areas here in the, Riverside, San Bernardino, Rialto, Redlands, Norco, Moreno Valley. I have Moreno Valley area, and then Moreno Valley, Loma Linda area. So this is where you can edit those SEO settings. And if you want to find out like what the best ones are, you can go here, go to the support docs. And if you go right here to search all articles, you can search in SEO, and it'll pop up some here, tips and tricks, web and IDX content overview. So SEO for areas. Let's see if anything else pops up. So yeah, I would definitely look at this one, learn the tips and tricks on search engine optimization to utilize Kvcore's SEO area pages, and then what's recommended. And we can dive in that deeper, but I always do my own research because everyone cites a little differently and how they want it to perform. But that's where you edit it, is in this area here. And again, so you'll go to your Website Manager, and then you'll see over here, website content, service area, and SEO.
I am in my page, but I see nothing in my service area and SEO. So how do I add those areas?
So let me, let's do this. Let me stop my share and share your screen.
Okay, so here is my site content.
So go to the Website Manager up at the top. Yep, and then scroll down over. Okay, service area and SEO. So click View and Edit. So here, if you want to edit, you can just go in. Now, do me a favor. Click on up your at the top of your name, where your name is, and go to your main website where it says your main right there. Click that. Let's look at your main website, because at the bottom, I want to see what it shows on there. Because by default, you should have service areas on there, unless at some point you've deleted them or they got deleted. See, you have, if you click on show more, so you have all the service areas like they do on the California site. You can leave it that way. But again, if you want to, tweak your site out for some better search engine optimization, that's where you would do that. So you would just, go back to the next tab over there and then click on the site editor. And actually, if you scroll down, you can just add those service areas and SEO. So if you click on add, see where it says add all cities in the green, big green button, click that. And then that'll remove, or that should add, refresh your page. It should add everything. It may take a few minutes. I don't know how long it takes for it to update, but scroll down now. See, now it's got all of the cities in there. Now, if you just go through and hit the X on the far right, it'll delete the ones you want. Or the ones you don't want, rather. It'll delete the ones you don't want. So you can go through that list and just delete the ones that you're not interested in having on your site.
Wow, for all 19 page, is there a quicker way?
There's really not, and you just need to remove them all, or you can add them manually, create the areas that you want to that you want to look at and just write them down on a page and just go in there and add them manually. Because if you hit the add button up top,
okay, let's do that. Let me remove them all and then add.
Yeah, you can add what you want in there.
Okay, so if I type it here or here?
So your link, and you probably can get them to come up.
What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say it looks like she's got a drop down link there.
Yeah. I mean, type in, I've never added them that way. I've just always added them in there. There you go. You just type in the area that you want. And
oh, okay.
There you go.
All right.
And then it will just add them. So just go in and put the cities that you want and it'll just add them in there. I've always just added everything from the MLS and deleted the ones that I didn't want, but you can certainly do it however, either way, it's going to accomplish the same goal.
Great. Okay. This will work. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. What, anybody else have any other questions? All right, no questions. We're doing good. So I wanted to go back and show, I'm going to share my screen again. I wanted to go back in and show what we started off with last week, and it indeed was a glitch in their updates, but there's an easy way, and I don't know if there's people, I think there's quite a few people that weren't on here last week. So last week there was a glitch, but they made a huge update to the smart campaigns, which is awesome because it makes it far easier to create your own and to edit the campaigns that are in there. So now, if you open up the smart campaign area, it does have to be added to your own campaign. So if you're trying to edit in the Kvcore library, it won't allow you to edit these. You need to actually add them to your library. So just click that button. So I'm not going to do that because I already have them in there. But this is the update that they've made, which is amazing. So you can go into the actual, and I'm going to go on into this Convo Starter one. This is one that Ryan Hartman created, and I think it's a really great general follow-up. It goes out for a year, and it includes text messages and emails and even some tasking to make sure property alerts are set up and things like that. But what they've done now is, prior to the update a couple of weeks ago, you had to go in, and if you wanted to make changes to a smart campaign or create a new one, you had to create templates first and then import them into a campaign. That's no longer the case, and I'll show you right now. So if I'm in here, all I need to do is hit edit. And when I hit edit, now we have this editable screen right here. So before you had to edit in templates, now you can edit on the fly. I can change this. I can change the verbiage in here. I can change the subject line. I can change when it goes out. Obviously, you can see this is going to run immediately. If I don't want it to run immediately, I can select minutes, hours, days, and then I can select my time option. I want this one to run immediately, but now I can make instant edits in the campaign. So then I just save those changes. I can move on to the next one. Here's our text message. I can edit this right here in the campaign now. It's going to go out 1 minute after that initial, they come in as a lead. And here's the verbiage. So it makes it super easy to not only edit campaigns that are in there, but to create your own on the fly. Just really streamline the process. It was very tedious prior to that, but it seems, and Sharon can attest to that, it is working properly now, because all you need to do is click edit. We weren't getting any of this last week, and I think it was just a glitch that they had when they updated this. So,
And
again,
and James, this is a huge update for people that's been at EXP for a while using Kvcore. This is
massive.
way less painful from when we first started. So this is huge.
Indeed. And the funny thing is they really haven't announced it. they haven't announced this update. And I think it's because I think they were still working out the bugs like what we had last week. But yeah, I mean, this is, if you have campaigns you want to get in there, it's literally so easy now to create a campaign. All you have to do is hit add campaign. This is going to be all the parameters. You can have it start when a hashtag is a certain hashtag. You can set it when the lead comes in as new, when it's transferred to you, when a specific date occurs. Like you could have a specific date for a birthday. You could set one that happens when you have birthdays in there. Maybe it's a text message, a cool email, and a reminder to call them. So you can set a drip campaign based on a specific date. I'm going to select no trigger because I want the ability to just start this and add this to a person. And all I need to do is hit next, define who it is. We'll just say it's for everybody. And then we want it on always run. That means always run means that if another campaign's running, that it'll run this campaign as well. So if all your campaigns are to always run, it means you can run multiple campaigns to the same contact. If it's on no, then it won't allow a secondary campaign to run, or it won't run when another campaign's running, I should say. So that's what this always run means. It means it'll run regardless of if there's another campaign running, because you could have multiple campaigns running to the same contact. So again, that may be a strategy for you. Imagine you had an email and text campaign that goes out, but maybe you had something that's more informational or based on market stats or some things that are pulling in from the IDX feed, which are like some squeeze page links or things like that. You could run that campaign simultaneously with another campaign. So that's what that feature is. I'm not going to lock it because I want the ability to edit and share it. Oh, I might need to enter a campaign name. So I'm just going to hit test here. But this is how easy it is. We hit finish. Now I have this test campaign, which is at the bottom here. Actually, I have two of them. I've already done this, but at some point, all you need to do is add the action now. I want to have an email. Here it is. I can edit. I can now create an email right here in the campaign editor, not in the template section. It'll create a template as well that I can go back and pull in to create future campaigns if I want, but I don't have to be in the template section. So I can literally create the campaign. Hey there. You can do merge tags. Here's the first name. Just checking in. Thanks for registering on my site. Hit me up if you need anything. So I'm literally creating my drip campaign, and you can import, I don't know if it does it in here, but you can copy and paste your email signature in there if you'd like. So now I'm going to hit the action settings. I'm going to put email 1, initial email. I'll just put initial email 1 from, and then you need to select agent to contact. You saw that it automatically populated, and I want it to run immediately. I want this to go out immediately. I hit save changes. And oh, I got to add a template name. Testing 1. Because see, by doing that, it just created a template now in the template section that I could pull into multiple campaigns as I'm creating them. So now I can hit add action again. I can hit a text. I'm going to type in testing text. And then you have the parentheses. You can see the first name, the merge tag again. Thanks for registering on the site. Again, this is not the copy that I would put in here. I'm just using this for example. Name, text 1, again, from agent to contact. And we're going to select this to go out 5 minutes or say 4 minutes after they come in as a lead. So you can see super easy how it is to build out. Now I'm going to add an action. I'm going to hit a task and I'm going to put template. Let's create alerts. Create alerts and create alert. Create property alert for the contact. And let's say I'm going to not run, I don't want to run this immediately. I want it to go out 1 day after they come in as a lead. So that's going to remind me to look at what they've came in. Hopefully they've searched on the site by then. And now I've created a task for myself to create a property alert for them. So you can see here, you can go through and build out, your own smart campaigns. If you have the voicemail option for the voicemail drop, you can add that in there. You can add a call again for you to call the individual. So these are some things too. And the awesome thing is if you're working on a team or you have some type of an assistant, if you assign the task, you can set up different things like, look, this one will actually call me. I can have the system call me and then it'll tell me, hey, call this individual and it'll connect me. So again, some more automation that's going through here. If you want on the tasks, on the tasks here, I don't think it's going to let you do that. Interesting. I thought you could assign it to somebody else, but I guess not. I'll have to look into that. I think you can assign the task to somebody, but I'll look into that. Anyhow, that's how any questions on that? That's how you go about creating those campaigns or editing the ones in there. So, and as you know, all of the campaigns also have, which I've shared this with you guys before, but you can share these campaigns. So as if you have a campaign that you really love, you can literally use this share token right here, copy this, and then share this token with individuals. So if you're bringing on any agents or you like your certain campaigns that you've created, you can now share them with other agents as they come aboard and make it life easier on them. And how to add that, you don't go to add campaign, you go to this little smaller green button, and then you just plug in that code there and then hit enter, and it's going to pull that campaign into your Kvcore system. And then it will live here in the My Campaign section. So huge updates to that. I hope people are excited about that. I know I am, because I know early on, Joseph and I spent tedious amount of hours inputting, creating templates and creating a campaign. And so now there's an easy way to do that. So with that, I have some content for the rest of the day, unless somebody has questions on their system or anything that they would like to dive into, creating a funnel follow-up, or anything that they want to. Otherwise, I'll go into what I prepared for the day. But anyone have any questions that we can dive into specifically on their system before I dive into that?
I'm all good, James.
All right. Thanks, Lawrence. So what I wanted to do was I want to show you guys some easy ways to create some landing or a landing page. I mean, this is just an example of something you can share with people that could provide value for an area, and you could leverage for, you know, a paid campaign, or even just posting on your social media, or posting in groups, or sharing wherever you'd like to share the item. But I wanted to show you, because this is a way to generate leads, and you can really get, you know, tailored to based on the information that you're looking for. But one of the things that I wanted to just share with you is something that I'm creating, is I'm doing, oh, and that's funny, it just got delivered. So let's see here. Still showing. So there's been, you can see right up here, RPR is experiencing performance issues with their PDF reports. So we may or may not get a report, but oh, it says it failed. But I'm going to show you the process, and we'll utilize another report in its place if necessary. But one of the things that I love RPR, I think it's a great tool. And one of the things that I think people are interested in, and it's not readily available, is some information about schools. So if you type in, if you just go to research here and go to school search, this is where you start here, search from the above schools. So you can just type in, I'm just going to type in my area here in Riverside. And then you can see here, it's pulling up, it's going to pull up some information on all the schools. There's 81 schools here in Riverside. And the cool thing is you could utilize like this as an image, and I'll show that, but I just wanted to show you where that map was. So you got 81 schools here. Now there's this school type, you can filter by elementary, middle, or high school. So you really could create, in my opinion, 3 different landing pages to share that are utilizing the same strategy. So I'm going to select the high school, and I'm going to hit filter here. So there's 21 high schools in there. Now I can do a report on each one of the high schools, or what I can do is I could even click on the nearby listings. It's going to show me all the listings here. And then if I click create report, I can create a market activity report, and it may or may not populate. That's what I was trying to do before we jumped on. But I can create a market activity report around that school, or I could simply create the school information. So we'll try just the school report and see if that comes up. So we'll type in, oh, I got to go back and select the school again. So go back, we'll do school search again. Type in my area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a landing page to feature this report, and then deliver that report to them once they come into as a lead. So go back to high school. Let's go to Martin Luther King Jr. High School. This is the closest high school to me. That's where all my kids went. It's got an A report. So I'm just going to hit create report, see if it creates a report for this school. Again, they're having some issues. So I've created the report. Now I'm going to go back to Kvcore. And I'm going to go to the all lead engine tools. And I'm going to build a landing page. So you select your domain, and then you can start building. So one of the things I may do is I'm going to go back in, and oh, wow. Yeah, it's taken a long time for them to create reports. But one thing I can do is I can grab an image. Go back to school search here. And guys, feel free to chat. You know, if you guys feel free to unmute, ask questions. This is definitely more of a mastermind than telling you what to do. So I'd love your input. So if I go back, see, I don't want that. I want the map. So here you can see this, see all these little graduation hats? That's a pretty cool image. So I'm gonna make this larger. And what I'm going to do, I have a tool, and I'll put it in the chat. It's called Light Shot Screenshot. And I'm going to screenshot this area because this is the image that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to hit save. I'm just going to save it in my downloads, I think. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Wait, maybe. No, I'm just going to save it on my desktop. Kvcore Riverside Schools. Okay, so now I have an image that I'd like to share on my landing page. Now that image has to be hosted on the internet for it to perform. So there's many things you can use. I use Post Images because it's free and it's easy to use. I've been using it. I'll put the link in the chat real quick.
And with this, James, is this something that you can basically use like for email signatures where they say, hey, you got to have your image hosted somewhere?
Correct. That's what Post Image does. Exactly.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you can
This is free?
upload it to Google Drive as well. You can just Google free image hosting, and there's probably you can see it's right there. There's I'm sure other ones. Freeimage.host. There's Guru 99. So there's a bunch of them. I like Post Images. I've been using it for years. I've never paid a dime for it, and all my links always work. So that's just kind of my go-to.
Perfect.
So I'm going to choose my image. It's on my desktop here. So find my image. Where was it? Kvcore. All right, why am I not finding it here? You got so many windows open. There we go. Okay, now I need to open the file location. Where is that? All right, oh, there it is. Okay, right there. So now I have this pulled up, and I always use the direct link. So I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to go back to Kvcore, and over here, I'm going to go to the background, and all the way at the bottom, it says custom background. And then it's asking for the URL. So I'm just going to paste that in there. And it should pull up that here. So it's not the greatest image, but it's okay. I may have wanted to shrink it down or maybe find something a little more clarity, but I'm going to delete my EXP logo. And then I'm going to start with my copy here. Nope. Free report. And then all you need to do is, you just backspace. And let's see what we put. Get a free report on Martin Luther King High School. Let me spell it right. And then delivered instantly to you. Includes put school rating. And I'm just going to delete those ones under there. Oh, it's deleting all of them. So when that happens, you have to go back and start all over. But that's okay for our purpose here. Because I'm of the opinion the less things on a landing page, the better it typically performs, because people don't have very high attention spans. They're not going to read a lot. And what we want them to do is do the action, the one action that our landing page says. Get a free report on Martin Luther King High School, delivered instantly to you. That includes, now I need to probably edit this, delivered instantly to you, because I was going to have an inclusion in some of those things. But here's this. So let's see if our report is even close. And if not, I will find another report and show you how that works. Okay, it's still populating, so it's not ready yet. So let me just go find a report real quick. This is an RPR report, so it'll function similarly. This is just on a particular property. So, but again, we'll utilize this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the report. And then we also need to host this online, just like we did the image. So here's my report. So I'm going to copy this. And there's a couple things. So you can use, and I use Amazon, AWS for things that I host PDFs and documents on. But there's one called DocDroid that is, I know a lot of people use. It's free to use as well. You just upload and share your PDF. So what this does is it allows you to upload your PDF. And well, here, I'll show you real quick. So I'm going to grab that. I'll just grab this PDF here. Crosswalks. I don't even see any crosswalks over here. Wow, they want some serious stuff going on here. So what this is doing, it's going to create a link for that document. So now it's hosted online. Again, I'm just showing this so you know multiple ways than you have. And here's your PDF document. So if I copy this and I paste this in another window, it's going to pull up that image. So now we have that hosted online, and why that's important, I'll show you in a moment. You can also upload to, everybody has a Gmail account, I believe, but if you go to your Drive account and you hit new file upload, I'm going to grab that same document. I'm going to open it in here. It's going to upload into Google Drive. So now I'm going to find my document. And there it is right here. Let's see here if I can. Mount Vernon overview. So here is my document that I just uploaded in here. And when I click on, is it the share? No. You can see I don't use this a lot in that fashion. So if I want to get the link, I can click here. And what I want to share is, I don't want to restrict it. I want anyone with the link to be able to view this as a viewer. They don't need to edit it because it's just a PDF. So I just want to make them a viewer. And then this is the link that I would copy. Now, anybody that has this, if they paste this in here, they're going to see this document. So now, again, it's hosted online. Same thing we did with DocDroid. So now I can go back to my landing page, and the URL after login, I'm going to put in that PDF link to this. So what's going to happen is when they come here and register for that, they're going to get this PDF report automatically delivered to them. It's actually not even delivered to them. What's going to happen, and I'll show you, is it's actually going to transfer them over to that document specifically. You're going to get the lead. So we're going to have, you know, it's set up on lead generation. You can put a hashtag in here. Now, I would definitely do that if you're creating, you know, you want to track who's coming in from these landing pages, is put a hashtag. I'm going to put a hashtag MLK school and submit button text, get the report now. So now, and I'm going to require a phone number. Now, this is entirely up to you. The opinion of Kvcore is to not mandate a phone number, because you'll have people that may just give you bad phone numbers to get the report. So that's why their opinion is to only mandate the email address. I've tested both. I like to mandate the phone number, because typically you'll get the email, and then if you do, you'll at least have one piece of information that's valid. But that's entirely up to you. And but you do have the option to turn that on or off. So you can require the phone number or not. It'll be optional. I'm going to require the phone number. Now, as soon as I hit save, this is going to be uneditable. I won't be able to edit this landing page. However, I can always go recreate it. We know we have our Google Drive link. We kind of know the gist of it. We have our link to our back image. So I'm going to hit save. And you can see here, it gives you a warning. It's not going to allow you to edit this. However, they did update a feature now that you can see your landing pages that you created. You used to have to save these on your own, but now it actually shows you in Kvcore. So if I want to share this anywhere, all I do is click this share button. I can share to any of these platforms. And then this is the URL that if I want to share this as well. So I'm going to save this to, or I'm going to post it to, I'm going to hit the Facebook icon. So yeah, it doesn't, that image actually doesn't look bad. Get your free report on Martin Luther King High School. You can see based on the metadata of this landing page, it's Facebook's already pulling in the information. So I'm going to say here, take a look at this free report. That has all the info. So I'm going to hit post on here, post to Facebook. And it's there. So now it's posted on Facebook. If somebody enters in their email, and their phone number, and they hit get the report now, you can see it auto delivers that report. It takes them right to there. Now, some might say, hey, I don't want to do that because they could put in a fake email address and still get this report. So one of the, you know, this is kind of more of a pro tip, but you may create your, so here's where you can see your past landing pages now, which they've updated this in the last several months. So it's pretty cool. I can type in the past landing pages. Here's the one that we just created. I can copy the link here. I can view it, and it's got the hashtag that's generated with it. So these are all the past ones. So you no longer have to save them and monitor them. They're doing it for you. So one of the things that's cool is you may want to do what's called a bridge page in the Kvcore, the landing page. So what happens is you create kind of a funnel of pages. So you're going to create your first, we're going to use the example of the first landing page we created. However, the second one, we're going to do a video view. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of this stuff. And again, this is just for example purposes. I'm not going to go through and create the video, but I'm just going to put thank you. I'm going to delete this, delete all this stuff here. And what I'm going to put here is a thank you video. I'm going to take my cell phone and I'm going to say, hey, oh, sorry, I'm calling somebody. Hey, James Cottrell, eXp Realty. Thanks so much for downloading the free report about Martin Luther King High School. I'm super excited to get that over in your email inbox, and hit me up. I'm a local area expert. Be happy to share anything about schools or any other resources in the area. Thanks so much. That's the video I'm going to shoot. I'm going to put that on YouTube, and that's going to be the video. So now I'm creating the first page where instead of, if you recall, we redirected them to the PDF directly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redirect them to this page, and then they're going to get that report via email now. So if they don't give me a proper email, they're not going to get the report. So I can email that, and I can set up a smart campaign to do that. And I'll show you that as we get to the latter part of here. We've got about 12 minutes left. Is everyone following where I'm going with this? Is there any questions on this? I know it's a little more of an advanced tactic, but I really think with video and everything, imagine they log into your page, and you've probably seen this a million times, but we can create it right in Kvcore. Is that you're saying, hey, thanks for opting in, or thanks for the report, and then you're sending them a thank you video, because they're going to be redirected to this page automatically, and then they'll see a video of you thanking them for that, assuring them that they're going to get their information and to reach out. Everyone following in that strategy?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So what would happen is when, and this is what you would want to create first. So you kind of work your way backwards. So you'd want to create this thank you page first, because this is the redirect area. So say we have our video here. I'm going to, let's see here. I want to see if there's anything over here on that. So I'm just going to hit save. Now here is our link, or here is our link. So in our original landing page where we started with, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to start building a landing page again. We're going to keep lead generation. Now here's my URL after login. I'm going to paste the URL of the video view landing page that we just created. And then I'm going to submit button text. Let's see. What do we say? Get the report now. And I'm not going to create the hashtag and all that. But now once I hit save and just show you how this operates, delete all this stuff. This is where you'd put, get your free report on Martin Luther King, all of this information, get the report now. Now I'm going to hit save on here. So when somebody submits here now, instead of taking them to that PDF, they're going to be taken to that secondary page, the thank you page right there. And then this is where you can have a redirect from this page to that PDF, or you can email it to them. So again, I think a better strategy, this is called a bridge page. I think if you're going to dive in and do some of the, utilize the landing pages in there, I love the bridge page as being a thank you page, because it gives you the ability for them to see you, for you to thank them. You're telling them that they're getting what they requested, and they're able to see your inflection, the way that you conduct yourself on camera. And, you know, I think that's really the way to go in the market we're in right now. And it's far more advanced than just putting a web, you know, putting the landing page there. I love this strategy for having a bridge page in there. And then if you wanted to, any questions on that, guys? All right, so I'm going to show you how to create a autoresponder is what they would call it. It's not really a drip campaign. You would just, because they're kind of one and the same, but you're only sending them one thing. So that's why it's called an autoresponder, because it's going to respond once that lead comes in. So I'm going to go back to the all marketing, go to smart campaigns. I'm going to add a campaign and I'm going to type in, I want to start this campaign when the hashtag is, and I'm going to type in my MLK school, I think it was MLK school. So here's my hashtag. So this campaign is going to start. It's going to be assigned to that contact when that hashtag is added to a contact in the system. So from that landing page, they're already going to be assigned this hashtag when they come in. So it's going to auto start this campaign. So I'm going to leave all of this the same, hit next. We're going to say it's for a buyer or a seller because they might want information on the school. And I'm going to leave it always run yes, hit next, next. And then I'm going to type in landing page report for MLK. And I'm going to hit yes. Oh, I'm going to hit next. Sorry. This kind of gives you an overview of what it is. Now review and add. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to add the campaign. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I name that? Okay. Let's see, where does it go? Okay, not finding it. Let me do a search real quick. If not, we'll start over. There it is. So here's the campaign that I just created. So I'll go in here and all I need to do is hit add action. I only need one action because I just need to get that report to them. So send school report. And now one thing to note, school report, is that you can see here, Kvcore doesn't allow for attachments. So we're going to need to embed the link in here. So I'm going to put their name. Thanks for requesting the free report. King High School. And now I need to go get that report. Say we had that report, but we're just going to use the one that we had here. We'll use the DocDroid one since it's readily available. So all I need to do is highlight that, copy it, go back into my editor. And now I'm going to use this little link button. And I'm going to paste in the URL. And then the text to display, you can make it the link, or you can put a title to it. School report, text to display, and save. So now it's going to put that in there. So now that's the link that they have for the report. And then, you know, please reach out. I look forward to speaking with you. So there it is. I want to run this immediately. And I'm going to hit save changes. Oh, I got a subject, your free report. From me to contact, save changes. So now I've created the landing page to the thank you page. And now I have the autoresponder that's going to immediately deliver this email that's going out for the first name. Here's how they can access their report. And then the beauty of this too is once they're open in a contact, you'll know if they've opened and saw this email because the system's going to tell you that they opened the email. So you may want to put a task in there to review the contact and to see if they've opened the email, and maybe you follow up with a phone call or a text message. You could also put a text message in here, just a reminder, hey, I just emailed you your report, just wanted to confirm you got it. Let me know either way. It's because all you're trying to do is get engagement from these people. So with that, I want to stop it there, see if there's any questions. We got three minutes left, but I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys got
It was
some
good. It was a
value.
good reminder for me, James. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have the recording up here later today. If you guys
Hey,
want to
James, where can we
request it.
find all the recordings again? Can you remind us?
Yep. It is, let me put it in the chat. I believe it's bit.ly/KV with JC. I made a bit.ly link that is the same as what the initial login is. No, that ain't it. Let me find it real quick. My bit.ly account. I'll put it in the chat for you. I think I put it on my door as well. If not, I will. But I think I put it on my door in our.
James, I put
I
it
think
in the chat box.
Sharon has it in there for
Oh,
us.
cool. Awesome.
Thanks, Sharon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. You are the best. Yes. bit.ly KV with JC. So, very good. Well, we got a minute left. Thank you so much for coming. Anyone have a last minute question, comment before we wrap for the day? All
So
right.
James, for the bottom for the bridge page, if we don't want to show them the URL for the PDF report, what would you put there
If you don't want to show them the URL,
for that report? If you want them to go into, give you the real email and then send them the email.
I wouldn't direct them to the report. I would just tell them that it will be emailed to them, and then
Okay.
direct them to the thank you page and just leave it there, that it doesn't forward anywhere. So
Okay.
they'll come in as a lead, and then you'll email them the report, and you can create that autoresponder like I just did, create that campaign that's immediately going to send them an email. And I would follow up with a text message as well. Just, hey, this is James. I sent you that, maybe 10, 15 minutes later. Hey, this is James. You requested the report. I sent it to your inbox. Let me know if you got it either way. And then see if you can engage them. But yeah, you would just not direct them to where it says the login after, or the redirect up there in the top of the landing page. Just don't hit a redirect. They'll come in as a lead, and then they won't get anything. It won't redirect them anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, calling you for the 12
Thank you.
o'clock right now, too.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, James, take care.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry about that, buddy.